Come join the Chira Project. Become a full-time family member for life. Join the madness and where things just might get weird. Now, here's your host, Chira.
Hello, world! How are you doing today? Are you feeling alright? This talk show, like always, is unfiltered. So if you're offended by any other content, I do apologize. Also, we are not responsible for any factual or fictional urban legends claimed to have been witnessed or experienced by other people. I mean, come on! I hate doing these disclaimers. They're a little rhetorical, but we all know the segment that we did on the El Chupacabra, and it was in the news 2 days later. We are not responsible for that. But anyways, please help me welcome in my fabulous co-host, Richard Zom.
Hey, what's going on, freaks and geeks? I'm glad to be back on another episode. Pardon me if I sound like I'm a little out of it. I'm going to try not to maintain focus, but your boy is exhausted. My new work schedule's kicking my butt, but I'm still here because I love y'all.
And he's going to give you guys your recap of the week.
Alright, you guys, you know the process. I'm not even going to say it anymore. I don't need to tell you where to put your ear and where to have the speaker. You should already know. We've been doing enough of these shows already. Recap of the week. Last episode we did for you guys was the Boogeyman. And everyone knows the Boogeyman. He's a scary SOB that tries to keep you up at night and torment your childhood. Like many of us that went through it, I was one of them. We know how that goes. My prayers go out to you guys who are still suffering from those issues. Now, next week, just for you guys thinking it was safe to go, I'm okay now, I got over it, that episode's done. No. But wait, there's more. We get to go over another awesome, fun, yet folklorish, yet kind of scary, because some people actually have a phobia to this, on top of just being generally scared of it being like a horror type thing. We're going over clowns. Yes, you poor people going, oh my god, clowns! Yes. The makeup, hunk nose, those guys. Clowns, yes, that's what we're doing. It's going to be awesome. And with that, I'll give it back to you, Chira.
Anyways, so you don't want to go anywhere. Stay tuned for next week because it's going to get exciting. Because if you don't know, your girl over here is scared to death of clowns.
Oh, how the tables will turn next week. Revenge shall be mine.
Dun dun dun. But anyways, for this week, this segment is none other than dolls and clowns. I mean, dolls and puppets.
She's already psyching herself out. I love it. See, I said one word. It's like, Kira, look out, there's a clown behind you. Yes, no, dolls.
Yeah, dolls and puppets. Yeah, not clowns. Dolls and puppets, people.
Dolls and puppets.
Yes.
Now, for anyone who's had the privilege of knowing an aunt or a grandma who like collecting dolls and such, you guys have been through that time period of your life, and you may still be going through it, where it was the middle of the night, and you had to walk past the damn dolls, or the dolls were in your freaking room while you're trying to sleep. Yes. Now you relate to us. Now you know what we're going to talk about. We've all had a family member like that. What about, a few thousand dolls in a guest room? Or just dolls everywhere in general. You can't take a turn. You're just like walking around every time you turn. Oh, damn! Dolls! Damn it! They're on another turn. Ah! Damn! More dolls! Damn it! We've all been there. I used to have a little bit of phobia of dolls. At times, they still kind of creep me out. But the ones that really get me, just because they're so lifelike, and the attention to detail... the attention to detail is uncanny, because back in those days, guys really had excellent craftsmanship and workmanship with what they did. Those freaking old-time porcelain dolls. Those bad boys are some eerie eerie things. Some of them are cool. Some of them you just look at and just like, I don't like the way it's looking at me. And then you have that one family, well, it's just a doll. It's like, yes, but it's looking at me. You don't understand. It may be a doll, but it's looking at me. And I know it knows that it's looking at me. And it's not cool, man. I want it to go in the other room. So what do you think about that, Chira?
I don't know. There's a lot of little children who are scared to death of the mirror image of dolls and puppets. But, I mean, we managed to find a lot of information on dolls, but we couldn't find anything on puppets.
Yeah.
The only information that we could find on puppets is just movie references, really.
Horror movie references, Disney movie references. Everyone knows Geppetto and Pinocchio.
Yeah.
That's the standard.
I mean, we have on here Dead Silence, Saw, referring to Jigsaw, the puppet, Chucky, all the Chucky movies, Puppet Master, Dolls, and Dangerous Worry Dolls.
Yes, Dolls, 1987. That movie is the one about the dolls that creeps me out. Watch that one, you will totally understand this episode recording. You will have a new understanding when you walk into a family member's house and you're like, watch the movie, then you see the dolls, you're like, oh, damn. No, can't do it no more. You're going to have to run upstairs, Grandma! Or, hey, I need to put these things away in a room, locked away like in a cage. I can't go to bed knowing that they're in the house. I saw the movie Dolls, it's over, man, can't do it. Little bastards scare the crap out of me. I can't do it. Can't do it. Everyone's been there. Even little kids, like we said. Now, here's an FYI for all you guys, real quick. Any of you little sadomasochistic bastards when you were younger, I, for one, was one who never did it. I didn't find it prevalent. But there is a whole vast amount of you guys who would bury, torture, use them as a chew toy with your animal, decapitate them, pull them apart like old medieval torture. There's kids out there that would mutilate Barbie dolls and other type dolls, even poor damn action figures, to all the fallen boys of G.I. Joe, I salute you guys. You guys went through hell. But you were the ones asking for trouble. We've all seen the cutesy-wootsy movie of Toy Story. We all get that concept. But the dolls realize what you're doing. Even though people are going, they're inanimate objects. Kids understand what I'm talking about. Any of you kids listening to that, stop torturing these dolls. Because you might one day have a healthy understanding of what will happen to you because of that. You'll have these type of issues where you're walking, like I said, you're in the middle of the night walking home, and you'll swear the doll wasn't, facing one way, and when you came back from the bathroom, it's like in the hallway, or its head's turned to face you, and then you're sitting there going to go, ah! You guys know.
They're coming out for revenge.
Exactly.
Beware! Beware!
Exactly. Don't mess with them. You give them respect, they give you respect. That's it. But if you're one of these little sadomasochistic ones asking for trouble, Richard Zong, has warned you, like I always do. And that's why we put the disclaimer up. Don't listen to me if something happens to you. I'm sorry to the mothers and fathers who listen to it. I try to give you guys heads up. Too effing bad if it goes south from here. So, Chira, what do you got to say? As she preps herself.
Well, I mean, come on. We all know that there's a lot of idiot people who are not going to listen to our disclaimers.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to go out and do it anyways. Why? Because they're stupid.
See, she's saying you're all stupid. I'm saying you're lacking of clarity and correct judgment.
Hey, I'm not saying that they're all stupid. I'm just saying that there are some people that are not going to listen to our disclaimers and gonna go out and do half of this, crap. Those are the ones that are stupid.
Yes, I was just being on the basis of politically correct And justifiable means you're just using bad decision making. That's what it is.
But now let me talk about two infamous puppets or dolls, if you were, and everybody's heard of them.
Icons.
Yeah, the first set is Raggedy Andy and Raggedy Andy.
Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Ann? Or Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy?
It doesn't matter. It's Annie and Andy.
Alright, check it out. Raggedy Ann, Raggedy Andy. Alright, we got that done.
But anyways, there has been a lot of speculation around these two dolls that they, they're everybody's, favorite dolls, especially to the poor children.
Mm-hmm.
The poor children actually favors these dolls more so, but as time went on and time has evolved, these dolls have actually gotten a more sinister outlook on them, and they've actually became evil.
In the perceptions of some people, yeah. I personally still own my Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy dolls that I've had since a kid, because my mom's been kind enough to keep them for me. Now, those dolls in particular don't scare the crap out of me. They're actually, for me, a very neutral energy. They're very cool. Every now and then when we're moving stuff in the house, I'll see them and I'm like, oh, cool, check it out. It's my old Raggedy Ann, Raggedy Andy doll. Sweet. High five them. What's up, guys? Put them back away. Love y'all. It's all good. Now, some people, like Chira saying, somehow, over the years, they've become this marking of sinisterness. You sick people, you. It's just Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy. Don't be mean like that.
No, I mean, they would, actually turn evil, actually start... I mean, I know it's impossible, but from what I've read, that these dolls will actually start moving, jump on the bed, and start, trying to, choke, I mean, not choke, try to kill the person. Kind of like Chucky.
Yes, but Chucky is an evil SOB. I remember when that movie first came out, I can watch it now because I'm like, oh, it's pretty fun now. But when I was a kid, no flipping way. I saw that movie once when I was a kid. I stopped sleeping for maybe the duration for that movie was out. Couldn't do it. Chucky, when I was a kid, scared. Oh no, that was bad. That was real bad. That was like, I had my protective blanket. I had my spiritually enhanced teddy bear, and I had my cat. Whether she wanted to or not, she got bear hugged the whole night. She didn't get let go. She'd be clawing my face, cutting me up, and she's like, I have to go to the bathroom. Nope, you stand right here. And she got gripped onto, my poor cat. I love her to death. Bless you for being heaven, kitty. You did all kinds of good services to me when I was a kid, kept me safe. But yes, I was very mean and very selfish. I want to let you go because if I was scared, it was like, right there, you're not moving. Betray me and find out what happens. That cat was smart enough. She learned not to do it. She stood right there.
But, Chucky is actually out for sale for $700, but they also put a warning sign on the Chucky doll.
They always did. Anyway, I want to buy one because it's a collector's item. Yeah, no. It can stay on the shelf. I'm not gonna take the chance for that one doll to have that incantation on it to come alive. No, thank you.
Yeah, well, the warning said that it's that the doll is evil.
Yeah. Kind of also reminds me of I don't know the exact number, and hopefully the fans won't rip me apart about this. I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it, Chira, but it kind of references to, you remember that old episode of Treehouse of Horrors on The Simpsons when the crusty doll that Bart had came alive?
Yeah.
And they call the repair person. He comes in and he goes, "Oh, yeah, see, the problem was you have it set to evil." And he puts it on good. I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me? Get out of here with all that." Set to evil. My foot, that dog just tried to kill me.
And then afterwards they had that doll doing the chores. That was an epic, awesome show.
Yeah, that was a good Treehouse of Horrors. But
Yes.
that's the same concept. Kira's talking about they tell you the box is evil, it has an incantation, you might be screwed if you get it. But see, even if it wasn't true, why would you even want to take the chance buying something like that says that? Yeah. Really? Like, really?
I mean, come on. There are those people who are sadistic and masochists.
Yeah.
And they probably would love to own a doll like that.
Well, I'm a very neutral and passive energy, but if something like that were to try to do it to me, I'm telling you, I'm going to go out fighting. I'm going to make you earn. I'll be the first one to ever say it compared to horror movie people getting killed, like, for walking down 2 steps and exiting the building. If I know there's a horror monster present, whatever, you are so going to earn my death. I'm going to make you work for that. By the time you're going to, it's sorry, it's sadistic for me to say it, but by the time, if I'm ever in a situation where I'm going to get killed by a horror monster, by the time I'm done, you'll see that monster literally stop, wipe his brow, and mentally within his head go, "Damn, he was a good one to go against. He put up some fight. I'm impressed. Yes, I will have earned that death. He will work for it, and I will have earned it. It won't be some flimsy, like, I'm just going to go into the other room. No, I'm not going to go to the room to die. You're going to hear furniture and all kinds of shit moving around, because we going to fight. We going to fight. Same thing with dolls. I'll be like homegirl from the Dolls movie. They punch dolls. I am football kicking. I am smashing, slapping, punching, gouge. Oh, man. In a blaze of glory, I'm going down.
Yeah. And the last one is a fan favorite television series. It's Family Guy. And the certain thing that I'm going to be talking about here is Rupert, Stewie's teddy bear.
Ah, yes. The love-hate relationship between them two.
Yeah. I mean, he can only hear Rupert talking to him. But everybody else cannot hear, hear him talk. And now let me go into possession. Demons can, in fact, possess a certain favorite toy that a child has to get their attention, to do their dirty work, to do their, deeds. Hence, it's probably why Stewie is a little, and always wanting to kill his mom. It's more likely that Rupert is possessed by a demon.
Yeah.
And has literally turned Stewie evil.
Well, that's one of those things that you were telling me when we were getting primed to record the show. As you're saying that there is possessions or enchantments that can be placed on dolls and stuff like that. Henceforth, that's why things like this happen. Mm-hmm. So I'll let you go more in depth on that. Aside from the Rupert thing with Stewie, let us know about dolls and the incantations they can put on them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just dolls that can get possessed. It's puppets, it's stuffed animals that can get possessed. And all it is just inanimate objects that a child favors, that, the child lugs around all over the place. And if you moved into like a new house that you know that is haunted, just be careful that your kid's favorite toy that he or she lugs around with them all over the place. Just beware that thing could in fact get possessed.
Yeah.
And could tell the child all sorts of things, brainwash the child, and possibly, in fact, turn the child evil. Or there have been, there have been some cases where the demon can, in fact, jump ship and possess the child.
Yeah, host jumping, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's safer to say on the basis it's not so much that they'll possess an inanimate object, because they're not going to jump inside a broomstick, and that's not going to have no purpose. It's more of a thing that they will jump into an object that we perceive as inanimate, but it has the basis of being believable when we visually see it happening. Hence, like a doll or a teddy bear or something that can still walk around and we can go, oh, what the? That for the believability factor, because if we see a broom walk around, we're like, well, cool, bro, get the whole house. Like, just start from one corner and get your Roomba on, dude, go for it.
Yeah.
Like, that won't work. If I saw a broom up and starts, come after me, I'm like, well, hey, I said, all right, I'll hook you up. Sweep this whole house up and I'll let you go outside. That's me, though. I mean, that's really kind of cool, but it's like the episodes of A Haunting and stuff I watched, I have on DVD that I love. It's like, why would you move into a house that you didn't do your background history on? Why? I would have never moved here if I would have known it was just so beautiful I had to have it. Well, guess what? If you had to have it because it was so beautiful, you gotta put up with the shit that's going on inside, too.
And they also buy houses like that because it's cheap.
If I bought a nice house like that, and I walked in there, and there was a bunch of, dolls in it, my first thing, I would have walked back outside and got the real estate agent and said, yes, I need you to get me a number of the closest auctioneer that you have, because this shit's gone. It's on estate sale. Come get it. I don't want it. It's going. Or I'll eBay the hell of it. Yeah, you're going there. It's not my house. You guys go. Go. Not going to happen. Go. And if the house, if I end up selling everything off and the house ends up getting mad and doing the whole, it's haunted, it's trying to freak me out, hey, I may not be hooper religious, but you better believe I will have a native shaman. I will have a priest from every region. I will have a freaking bishop, a Catholic, Dutch, whatever you want to name it. I will have a buttload of religious people doing all kinds of book readings, incantations, lighting of sage, sacrificing of a lamb, you name it. I will go old school to new school. I will have my house full of religious. I'll probably hire them to spend the night. All you guys, spend the night here, do what you need to do. Clean this mofo. Clean it. Top to bottom, scrub the walls, everything. But that's because I'm crazy like that. Because everyone's like, well, you didn't get this person. No, I'm going to have them all. I'm going to have all of them. Even if I have to fly a guy out because he's in, the deepest rainforest region and he's this one specialist for this one type of demon spirit. Well, guess what, homeboy? You're coming over to my new haunted house and you're cleaning it out. You're getting rid of all the demons and the dolls, the whole 9 yards. They're gone. My house. Gotta go.
That's just crazy.
It's overkill, but for a good reason.
But I also was reading, and get this. There's this one doll that was possessed by a demon, and this doll was referred to as the lying doll or the lying demon. Because, I'm assuming that whoever owned it kind of in the reference of Stewie and Rupert.
Was a liar?
The doll, you know, just...
You're saying it's a lying doll, so the owner of it was lying.
No, the doll was lying. I mean, just spouting out just lies just to get, you know, whoever's attention, and then just kind of twist their mind, warp them, hence the relationship between Stewie and Rupert.
Yeah. It's kind of freaky. Well, tell me more. I want to hear more about this lying doll.
Well, I have a link up on my blog.
Well, then myself and our fans get to do some awesome in-depth reading. That's aside from the show that we record. You guys always got to remember we put information up like that for you to follow, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And Chira kicks butt for putting it up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gives you guys a little bit more in-depth, you know, to each segment of the show, so you guys can read up a little bit more on what we're talking about, and we also like to give out a crap load of links, you know, so you guys can do further reading.
Do your own investigating, aside from what we give you. Because we want you to fully immerse yourself in the experience and get the daylight scared out of you.
Yeah, and, but there's this doll called The Legend of Robert the Doll.
Okay, that just doesn't sound good as it is. It's really bad when someone's like, you know what, it's so bad, I can't even go into detail. He's Robert, he's a doll, and this is his legend story. That's it. That's bad.
Yeah, it says that dolls have long been a source of amusement for both children and adults. However, they can also bring terror as well as joy. Read on for chilling true tales of haunted dolls and possessed playthings.
Yes. The freaky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff that the reasons why we do these shows to warn y'all. We ain't playing when it comes to this. Now, I know you guys can't do it because you're listening to us over radio, but I'm going to say it just for my humor. With a show of hands, and I hope you guys are actually raising your hand while listening to this at home or on the radio, because that'll just make me incredibly happy that you guys are awesome and participating like that. But by a show of hands, who has had those episodes or instances when you were at a family's house, or an auntie's house, or a grandma's house, and she had those crazy freaking dolls in there, and you woke up in the middle of the night and go use the restroom, and you kind of had that tingly feeling in the back of your neck. You know, for a fact, you're being watched. You're not acknowledging the fact that you're being watched. You're not paying attention to the fact that you're being watched. But intuitively, internally, that notion behind your head where you're like going, oh, I know something's watching me. I know. You go use the restroom, do whatever you want, you come back, you walk by again, but this time you're bold and you're brave. You have a glance over. When you have that glance over, you swear that doll went from you. And you were like, what? You stop, you look over, wait a minute, whoa. Did I just see what I thought I saw? Hold on. Let me back up again. I'm going to walk back. And when you walk back, you look over again, you swear you see that dog go like that, and then look straight ahead again. Like, he went from alive to back to, like, neutral. You can't tell. That's happened to myself before. And I was like, oh, no. It was lovely seeing you. It's time for me to go. Even if I gotta sleep outside, fight coyotes, and punch a bear in his nuts, I am not going to stay in some house with some crazy dolls looking at me with the constant sense of, like, I know I'm being watched. I know I'm being freaking watched. Now, you guys, I know you've gone through this. I know everyone, and if you were saying no, you are a mother effing liar. But, please, hit up our Chira Facebook project page. Let me know. I want to hear personal accounts of you guys going, no, I was being watched, bro. I saw it. I felt it happen. Damn doll was in the hallway when I came back. These are the type of things I want to hear. Because I want to know that I'm not alone in this and not the only one crazy. Chira, have you ever had this happen to you?
Yes and no. I mean, okay, my grandmother owned two dolls, which I actually have these two dolls in my possession. One is kind of a Raggedy Ann kind of doll, but it's more like an overgrown Raggedy Ann. Well, it's about like the size of a child.
Okay, that's a little creepy.
Yeah. And then I have a porcelain doll.
Oh, don't bring it down. I know. Oh, damn it.
Okay, so this is
I knew she was gonna go get it. I knew it. I'm closing my eyes for this next bit. She's talking about it.
This is not the porcelain doll. This is more like the Raggedy Ann doll.
I'm good.
Okay, it's away.
Liar.
I'm not a liar.
I can see up in the corner of my eye. I can catch shadow figure. Don't mess with me.
Okay, I put it away.
Don't mess. Okay, good. Nope. Nope. Nope.
But it's an overgrown doll, and then I'm not even gonna bother getting the porcelain doll because I have it on top of my bookshelf, and I have a lot of crap up there.
I know for a fact, and this will be one of those things you're gonna laugh about again on the video. I know for a fact because when we finally got to meet last month, and I was able to go to your house.
You mean last week?
Well, last week, sorry. I even referenced to the fact when I saw those dolls up there, I was like, "Oh, you got dolls in your." That's a little creepy. I even made that reference. I was like, "That's a little creepy."
Yeah, well, they belong to my grandmother.
Yeah. No. I would have been like, "Grandma, these are gonna get buried with you. I love you. You can take them home with you." Now, if you did something like that, and when you got home, they were back in your house, when you know you put them in, then you can go, then you can go, uh-oh, something's wrong.
It's like, I buried your ass.
Exactly. I know I put you in there. I heard the lid close. Oh, you guys, no, it's bad. I'm sorry. What you guys want? What you need? Leave me alone. See, like, that would be the time you panic when you do something like that with a doll. Like, if you know you, like, well, again, to reference out, you sadomasochistic kids who used to burn and torture dolls back in the day. If you know you pulled apart a doll, or you buried a doll, or you lost a doll in the ocean, or something like that, and you came home and that doll was in your house, yeah, it's time to call out the heavy hitters. Voodoo priest, regular priest, regular Christian priest, all of them. Like I said, you go across the board, you hire the shaham and everything. You're like, look, this what happened. This damn doll is back home. Help! Help, please. The doll's back. Help! Help me, please. Yeah, dog. That's what I mean. I wasn't a big dog person, but I was always happy when one of the dogs went after him. I was like, get him! Get him!
Yeah.
Yes.
But I just...
Well, I mean, you know it's bad, too, when, like, you're in a room like that or something, and hopefully our listeners will know, like, you know it's bad if you're in a room like that, and you have dolls in there, and you're trying to sleep, and you're at the same time you're trying to sleep, and you're sitting there going, I swear to God, every doll in this room is staring at me right now. These fools watching me as I sleep. That'll play tricks with your mind, and then it gets worse, because if you know you're trying to sleep in a room full of dolls, and either your dog or your cat gets up to leave the room and doesn't come back, that's because he was even, or she was even uncomfortable. They were like, no, I can't do it, bro. I couldn't do it. Too uncomfortable. I'm going to go be down the hall, so in case anything happens, you let me know, so when they're attacking you, I can warn the other members of the family, because they're not going to attack me.
Mm-hmm.
Survival of the fittest. Damn animals. Love y'all, but damn, sometimes you guys cold-blooded. Just cold-blooded.
I don't know. I mean, I could sit here and talk about possession all day long.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you said, but there's going to be a reason for it.
Yeah.
It's either going to be a bad energy trying to do harm to you, a.k.a. case in point, the thing with Chucky. Mm-hmm. It could be, oh, there we go. There's a good one we didn't even touch about. In reference to the Puppet Master movies or in reference to the movie Dolls, it could also be the people who make these dolls. They could be the one placing actual human value and perspective on this, considering these dolls and stuff like their kids, their children, placing incantations on them to have that believability factor be behind it. Again, Geppetto, Pinocchio, all the same category. These people get so freaky in their craft, which is amazing, and this is what dolls did. These toy makers, a woman and a man, were so good at it, they considered every doll they made one of their children. So they put that ritualistic blessing upon them, and guess what happened? Dun dun dun, the dolls came alive. No, don't do that. Leave it being a doll. It's just one of those things like, okay, if you can't have kids, I can understand. Mm-hmm. That's why you get an animal. But why would you want to bring dolls to life knowing that there might be a risk factor that they may go bad, and holy bejeebus, it's going to be a really freakishly nightmare scenario to have to live through, knowing that these dolls you brought back love you and hate everyone else. That's not cool.
I mean, come on. I mean, it's not all, bunnies and sunshine, like on Pinocchio and how he brought the doll to life and now he's a real boy and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's not... That's just a cartoon, people, okay? It's not all merry-go-lucky and happy like that cartoon. I mean... Get away from, the cartoon world and come back to the real world. I mean, there are demons. There are, serial killers or murderers or rapists who are, in fact, who turn, into the afterlife, who turn into demons. And they actually do possess the dolls.
They do the freaky on a poor innocent doll. And then it comes back to life to wreak havoc. Mm-hmm. Okay. My main key component in this one, and the one that I've been talking to you guys and being very adamant about it, the only dolls that truly, genuinely scare me just because they're so lifelike looking, and to top it off, every dilapidated house, burnt house, or whatever natural disaster, the effects of what happened to the poor people over in Russia when Chernobyl hit. Chira can back me up on this, because if you watch enough documentaries on this type of stuff, in every eerie horror movie, fire, dilapidated building, paranormal investigations, there's always a handful to at least one mother-loving porcelain doll that makes it through, and it's just sitting there, half beaten up, but still there. Mm-hmm. That's why porcelain dolls creep me out. Because they are survivors. That's the thing that gets me. There's always has to be one somewhere. Freaking survivors, man. They hide. Because there's been people, there you go, there's another one. Dolls will actually hide. Because there's been people that cleaned out a whole house and never noticed. They go, oh look, there's this porcelain doll there. No, leave it there. Put it in a box. Tie it up, put it outside, put a ritualistic symbol for holding it there, and call a priest. Gotta come get this. Creepy-ass doll, attic. Porcelain doll in my attic. Creepy. Looks like it's been from 1900s. You gotta come get it. I already put a marking on it so it can't bounce. You gotta come get it. I don't want it in my house. Come get it. But I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? Stuff like that happens. I've cleaned buildings when my dad used to run an apartment, and I've come across porcelain dolls. I was like, there's other junk in here. You guys gotta clean it up. I'm gonna take care of something else. Bye. I was gone. I wasn't even going to bother. I was like, no, it's too freaky. Too freaking eerie for me. Just, for some reason, I mean, I'm not afraid of them as much as I used to be now, but there's still just this general sense of a partial eeriness. This porcelain dolls really do it for me, just because I think there's just so much of a human connection between, like I said, the artsmanship and the craft with that. They put so much believability into it that's why I think they have their mystique, their allure, their folklore behind it. Because when you see someone carrying around a porcelain doll from a certain difference, from a certain way they do it, it looks like they're really holding a kid. It throws your brain's perception off. That's why you go, you sit there and go, what? Oh, wait, it's a porcelain doll. Damn it. Scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, and like in some haunted houses...
They always have porcelain dolls. That's why haunted houses suck. They always have your
not just that. I mean, just either porcelain dolls or dolls, puppets, stuffed animals.
Teddy bear, yeah.
Whatever. Because I've seen on television so many different series involving like ghosts, possessions, hauntings, and all that, and you hear in the middle of the night one of the dolls will just start laughing for no reason.
I think I've seen that one you're talking about. Yeah.
It would just start laughing, and then all of a sudden it would just start talking, but it would talk in a deep voice.
Yep. I've also seen episodes, like Chira was talking about, of a similar show, and there's one guy, and I don't know if you'll remember it, but they were doing like whatever, I think they did the traditional the Wiccan star logo on the floor. Don't know what it's... Okay. You have the correct terminology for it. All I know, it wasn't, for our records, people listening, it wasn't a demonic star, so get your brain out the gutter, pay attention, and listen to what we are saying.
Okay, a demonic symbol is a pentagram. What Richard is referring to is a pentacle.
Yes.
Big difference.
That is a life symbol, a good symbol, a positive symbol.
And it represents the 5 elements. Not 4, but 5 elements, because everybody seems to forget spirit. Spirit is what grounds the 4 elements, and without spirit, there's havoc and chaos.
Yeah, spirit's it's an energy source. It's one of the main life energy sources. When you don't have your spirit in you feel tired, defeated. That's a whole different category for other episodes of the show. Main point. Dude had the star on the floor. For the purposes of talking to the good energy. Not trying to bring anybody back from dead. He just did it as a protective thing when he was sitting down there trying to talk to the energy room. He was sitting in the center, being smart. Right? Had put, certain things in the certain areas because he wanted to see if a kid would move it or something, right? Mm-hmm. Doing his thing, doing the investigation, closed his eyes. Mind you, in a dark, complete black room with just his night vision, sitting in his protective zone with a couple candles going and, the whole beautiful 9 yards. And when he opens up his eyes a couple minutes later, the doll, mind you being porcelain, damn it, was sitting, facing him at the very, line edge of his circle. Like, it knew exactly how far it can go and stop, and just sat there. And he knows he put it in the other room. All hell no.
Mm-hmm.
Investigation over, bye, I quit, I'm out. Peace.
Well, it was like this one show that I saw that they just had a newborn, and the baby's room was clean, and about like 5 or 10 to 15 minutes later, all the stuffed animals and dolls and whatever was in a perfect circle. And there's, because they had hardwood flooring, and they had a rug in the baby's room, and it was in the shape of a circle. And these toys were placed around the rug in a perfect circle.
Again, oh, hell no.
And
you ever see any of your toys or stuffed animals in a circle that you know you didn't put there? They're having a powwow, bro. They're planning what's coming next. Don't go, cute. It's so nice in a circle. No. You better put some cookies down, some milk down. I love all you guys. I'm sorry I haven't been able to play with you. I just grew up. You guys need anything? I'll hook you guys up. I'll get you a TV. You better be nice to me. That's all I'm saying. If I walked into a room and I saw my dolls in a circle, no. I'd become the best house guest ever, but I'm going to brush you guys. Hey, I'd technically be a grown man playing house because I want to survive. Yes, you heard me say it. I would. If I had to just keep me alive, it's on. I will be Alfred to the Batman.
Well, my thing is what I think is when stuffed animals, like dolls, puppets, whatever, when they're placed in a perfect circle like that in the middle of a hardwood floor, and they keep going back to the same position even after the owners put the toys back, and the toys end up being somehow placed in the same position. Okay, you need to think. There might be something underneath the floorboards in that spot.
It's either... Okay, now here's the difficult part. Here's when distinguishing what Chira is saying is difficult. Because you either got to be able to sense it, or you got to be able to be extra precautious when approaching this type of situation. If what Chira is saying is true, you have some dolls, teddy bears, whatever, forming a circle, and you go take them and put them back, and you come back, and they're back. One of two things. Like Chira said, there's either something in the floorboard is trying to message you about something. It can be something innocent. It can be something that, well, maybe a child passed away and he was buried underneath the floorboard, or he accidentally died because he got trapped in a wall or something like that. Or, number two, now this is the one that sucks, so hang on to your seat, people. They could also be doing this, because if it's in the form of a circle, it might be a portal. Now, you don't know if it's a good or bad portal, but it might be an energy portal. And that's when you got to get on the phone and call Ghostbusters, Paranormal Research Society, whoever you need to call, because you're like, they're doing the whole, yeah, man, I didn't know. Kind of creep me out, that's why you guys are here. Help!
Yeah, and just to let you guys know that demons can take on the form of an innocent little girl and suck you in, and in the middle of the night try to kill you.
Field goal kick. Field goal kick. It'd be one of those things that just be all nice and innocent and be like, I'm so... See, this is the only thing that I can tell myself that will save my life, because I'm not... Now, what I'm about to say, not to offend any of y'all, you might have some awesome and beautiful children. I am not a big kid person. I had a messed up childhood, all that 9 yards. I'm not going to put another kid through that at my own hands, even though I'm going to be amazing bus bar, whatever that junk is. With that being said, That's my benefit, because if sir, I'm lost, I need help, give me that. Two things. I will call a cop for you, but if you get within my 6-foot realm of my personal space, you are going to get kicked. And kicked hard. Not because I'm trying to be an ass, but if you're going to be a demon thing, you will get kicked. I will field goal kick. Just saying. If you look scary, eerie, and you're a little kid, don't do it. I'm self-defense. Just saying that now. Self-defense. I hope, and I say this with the utmost positive intentions in mind, and I know Chira will probably laugh about this. If you are dumb enough to do that, or you're not aware of it because you're possessed, I hope with my scared chicken butt that I either kick you or punch you hard enough to knock you cold the F out. So that way you do no more harm to yourself, and that vessel got to think about what he's going to do, because you are out the freak cold. You might have a beat up jaw, maybe lose a tooth, but at least you're alive and I'm alive. That, for me, is a positive. That's all I'm saying. I do it for the benefit of us both. I'm not being selfish. People will be like, I can't believe you hit a kid. And I'll be like, I can't believe you didn't want me to hit a kid when we fully know that the damn kid was possessed trying to kill us. I'd rather knock the little girl out and give her a beat up jaw for a day or two or a couple weeks compared to her being all, no. Not gonna happen on my watch.
I mean, come on, we've all seen The Exorcist.
If you're an exorcist, if you're an omen baby, or if you're children in the corn, like I said, I'm gonna knock every one of you out. Don't even. Just saying. I will go down with what, Akira? I will go down with a what? I will go down with a fight. You will earn this death.
But okay, in my house, if you want to like talk about like possession and like ghosts and all that, in my house, it could be dead silent, and then all of a sudden I would hear my name, and it would sound like my mom's calling me. So I'd get up, I'd go to her, and I'm like, "What do you want?" And she's like, "I didn't call you." I'm like, "Yeah, you did." It's like, "No, I didn't. Were you thinking it?" "No, I did not call you, and I did not think it."
Yeah, no, not cool.
See, ghosts or demons or whatever can not only take on the form of a little girl or whoever, but they can mimic your voice.
Yeah, that's one of those, again, this is all stuff that we eventually will cover in other shows because it's a lot of detail to you guys. But these are things you got to be aware about with this demonic possession, paranormal possessions. You're getting a taste of it because it relates to the subject with dolls. But what Chira's saying is true. You have to be aware of these things. Be careful. Again, with my warning, that is why I am the prick that I am, not because I'm a true, genuine asshole in real life. I will do anything I need to do to make sure my chicken butt stays alive. If it means I gotta knock a kid out for his own good, or he gonna get knocked out. If I gotta push a girl in front of me for the sake of it deflecting them. See, I do things to throw that type of stuff off. If I throw a girl in front of a bad situation, and be it a doll, shadow figure, demon, whatever, and it stops, it goes, whoa. That momentary pause is enough for me to grab that same girl and go, run. I do it not because I'm being a coward, like you're going to die first. It's like, no, I want to catch him off guard. I want the demon to go, damn, he's so worried about his own self, he'll sacrifice somebody. So when it has that momentary pause, that lapse in judgment, I'd be like, let's go. Let's get out of here. Keep running. Don't know. But these are my reasons why I do this, because even though some of it may or may not be real, we won't know, because we know you can't question people's experiences, correct, Chira? You can't question it. You weren't there to witness it. Some people can unbelievably unfortunately be truly messed up in the head and honestly crazy. But then there's other people where they are straight up 100% honest about it. You can't walk in those people's shoes. You don't know what they went through. You don't know what they experienced until you have something freaky happen to you. But because I like reading about this, me and her both like researching about this, I'm a little more gung-ho on it. I don't take it so lightly. I'm telling everyone fair warning right now. I will do whatever I need to do to make sure I'm alive, or that they earned my death. So if people get all, I can't believe you said that, you're so mean. Let's see what you say and how you react when you're in that situation. Just saying. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Chira?
Yeah.
Am I to be viewed upon bad? I can't believe he did that. He threw that child at that demon. Yes, that child survived. That demon still came after me, but he gave me a jump start. Bless that child's heart. That's what I'm saying. There is a strategy to all my movements. If you guys don't like it, I am sorry. That's just me. That is just me. There's no, if you love me, you would do it. It's like, no, I'm trying to keep both of us alive. You selfish person, you.
And I'm going back to dolls and possession. Like I said, when the dolls talk, one or two things could happen. They could talk in a very deep demonic voice, or the demon could mimic the doll's voice. And like for a while trying to like gain the kid's trust, and then after a while saying, "I'm going to kill you."
You know, they can even what is it? And they can even mimic like a okay, let me see. Like if you had a pet that passed away that you had a really big connection with, and they made the same sound or same bark or whatever your pet, they might purposely do that to throw you off to lure you out. Mm-hmm. And if you're dumb enough to go, oh, I can't believe, I know I buried him about a year ago, but that's him, I can hear him. I'm going to go see. Wrong, you're done. Don't do that. Fair warning.
I mean, come on, have you all learned from, like, horror movies and whatnot?
Yeah, see, a lot of that's another thing. Again, horror movies. That's why a lot of my friends, oh, Zombie, you're a big chicken. None of that stuff's real. Ha ha ha. I don't take it lightly. Sorry. I don't take it lightly.
Yeah.
It's all good protection information for me. Mm-hmm. It's all it is good protection information. I know it's not. I don't take dolls lightly. I don't take anything lightly, really. I mean, if it's a little too stupid, then I'll be like, okay, this is beyond the realm of going. This will happen. But if I sit there going, no, maybe, no, I'm not going to sit there and go, it's just a horror. No, sorry. That's just me. I can't do it like that. It's just, and I'm sure there's listeners out there. You guys agree. You may watch it, you may laugh, but you still might not take it lightly. If that's you, that shows that you are educated. And highly educated, in my opinion. Highly educated. Because some people, what's the most common thing parents tell you about dolls and sounds and stuff you hear when you're a kid? Oh, there's nothing to worry about. That's just the house settling. Oh, dolls are not real. They can't come alive and all that stuff. Yes. But there is a key component parents miss in this, and I'm glad I'm going to touch bases on it right now for you guys. If it is a child, you must constantly remind yourself that a kid's mind also works on a level that we no longer can perceive because we grew out of that connection we used to have with the spiritual world. They are more intuitive to these things. Their imagination is what is their creative force, but it's also at times a very real thing for kids. If you take that lightly, that is going to be bad parenting. Mm-hmm. And if you take it lightly, when that kid is giving you 100% sincerity and without questionable doubt of actual body language, visual, you can see it in their eyes, you can feel it being a parent. You will know it intuitively that they're not messing with you. Don't disregard that. Because that's how stuff turns bad, and that's how you mess up your bond with your kid, and they turned out crazy and messed up like us.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying on the matter.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, anyways, we could go on and on and on and on about dolls, puppets, possessions, and all that, and blah, 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 but let's be honest. We only get an hour to talk to y'all about this. That's why I write the blog post.
Yes.
So y'all can read more up on it. I give y'all a lot of helpful links, and go out do your own research. Because we only get an hour, and we are literally out of time.
Alright, guys, till next time, I'm Richard Zom. I enjoyed giving you guys a show. Check out our information on Chira Project Facebook page, and I'm out.
Yes, anyways, we will talk to you guys. Same place, same time, same channel, here next week. And until then, talk to you then. Peace and love. Bye, everyone.
Well, that's all the time that we have. But join us again next week where things just might get weird.